I become a writer? It's just from expressing myself, you know. If I go through an experience, I just pen it down. I remember around even my secondary school days or as an undergraduate, someone said the red Indians, there was this connection with red Indians and trees, speaking to trees also. And so I related it to, well, paper is made from the trees, from trees to, so like speaking to the trees to writing on paper. So this area section actually, the story was from my own experience. So when I was going to have my first baby, so I just, along the line, I was told I had to have a cesarean section. And from the information I had at that time, I didn't expect, so it was very shocking. And it was very, very shocking at that time. So after the whole experience, I just realized that it's very important that everyone knows about cesarean section births, so that there's no need for that unnecessary shock that can even cost a life. You know, some people, they get so scared and say, ah no, I can't go through it, I will do it. Mrs. B had a child herself, so why can't I have myself? So it got me thinking about it. What is it really about? How come some women can do it, some don't get to? So I started doing my research, internet research. After that, I interviewed some doctors. Then I also spoke to some patients. And this is the compilation of all of that. So interestingly, my husband, the writing was taking too long. It took a number of years. Because I think that's my first cesarean birth was in 2009. But this book got published in 2018. So
9 years after.
yes, 9 years after. So along the line, my husband was like, this book, you are taking too long on it. You should have finished it by now. So we saw an advert about the MND International Writers Residency. And he was like, why don't you go here and just sit down, face it and complete it? I'm like, for real, are you sure? He was like, yes, let's try it. So we tried it, I applied. And one day I just got a call from Dr. Okejiram, and he said, Haleemah, would you be able to come to would you be able to come for the residency? I was so excited. But I was like, is it possible? How was I going to leave my kids behind and everything? So when I told my husband, I was like, sure, you can go for it. And so that's how I went for the residency. And I spent 6 weeks plus there, and I was able to finally complete the book in the 2014 year. So, well, afterward, it took another 4 years to finally get it published again. So that's my last thing. So I think I'll even have traced advice from you guys about getting back into the writing. Too many excuses. I'm a writer on leave. I haven't written in a while. So that's that about my latest book. One of my pet activities is to organize short story contests. So I've organized like 3. 2 of them were for teenagers, and one was for pupils in the primary school. So and I got it published. But along the line, when I started, I got published through my husband's friend. So but then thereafter, I decided to register my own publishing outfit. That's Pen Publishers. So this is the first compilation of short stories by teenagers. I think we got this one published in 2015. So afterwards was the one for the primary school. Let me check it. Stories of the Companions. And this is the latest one in 2020. Yes, this is also for teenagers in 2020, which Michipa was the best writer.
Okay.
So 11 of them. So we were able to have the events, the book launch events at that time. So this was one for the primary school focus. It was basically Islamic stories. And they were all in primary school. And this was in 2016. So most of these writers are in SS, I think SS2 by now, or SS1. Some of them are in SS1 now. Then they were in the primary school. So this is the story of those three books. These are children literature books. So I try to, they are Islamic literature books. But there's this follow. This Bola is just talking about bits of my own childhood anyway. So about growing up, my first bicycle ride, when I was going for my common entrance examination, yeah, so first time on a bike, I thought I was going to fall down from the bike. I heard of that. And this is transition for my spiritual developments. Then, my father-in-law, sort of. So this is a story, it's a biography. He's still alive though. His story is very remarkable. He planned to teach for 3 months because he studied civil engineering. He ended up in a 30-year career. He has opened a school now. So, and that's is the preface of the story I would like to read today. But before I read, let me just, I think that's all. Okay, this is a story, Islamic storybook too, of 10 prophets for kids as well. Yeah, this is my husband's book.
Okay.
So, can I read now?
Yes.